Hey everyone, Nereza here, and we are about to review the Pokemon UNITE patch that just was announced, Celestial Rumble Part 2. It's coming out tomorrow, 11 p.m. Pacific. That's 7 o'clock UTC on the 25th. So we're going to take a look at what we have here. I haven't looked at this yet. I'm live on stream right now. It just came up while I was playing a different game. So we're going to take a look and see what we're up against. So let's start scrolling. Here we go. Very cool. I see Dragapult. I see Cinderace. I see Mew. I see Zoroark. Update details. A new type of battle, Charge-a-Bug Scuffle, is available. You can obtain special rewards. We did know that was coming, so that'll be exciting. Treasure Chest Challenge updated. Space-style Lucario, again available. Ooh, I might go for that. Shop updates, event updates, bug fixes. All right, balance adjustments. You know, they haven't been putting the little pictures in anymore. It's really sad. Cinderace, Pyro Ball, cooldown reduced from 5 to 4.5 seconds. Time until move activates reduced. To make the playstyle centered on Pyro Ball smoother, the move's cooldowns and usability have been improved. I mean, a half a second is a lot of time in Unite, but I don't know. There must be some relationship to Faint or something like that this half second really helps. And yeah, Lucario's wasn't even that long ago. So, anyway. And Zoroark being boosted, being buffed makes sense because we have the battle pass coming. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Lucario, power up punch, damage based on the opponent's missing HP from 10 to 12%. Close combat 7.5 to 6.5 seconds. As Lucario has been struggling somewhat in the recent battle environment, the finishing power of power up punch, which serves as a combo ender, and the cooldown of close combat have been buffed. I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm usually an E-Speed Lucario. To be fair, this is the move set for Mega Lucario. I don't think this affects Mega Lucario, but it's interesting. I wonder if they want more people to be using that move set. So, Dragapult. Cooldown for Dragon Breath from 7.5 to 7 seconds. First stage damage, 23% increase. To enhance Dragapult's signature playstyle of using its high mobility to attack opponents while keeping them at a distance, the damage of a Dragon Breath has been increased, and its cooldown has been reduced by applying its slowing effect more frequently. It is now easier for Dragapult to maintain an advantageous position. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever used Dragon Breath, but the cooldown's been reduced. Zoroark, cut HP recovery, 15% increase. Night Slash, input window for movements from 2 seconds to 2.5 seconds. That's wild. So the combo, it's now easier to combo. Shadow Claw Plus, time opponent is thrown 0.6 seconds to 0.4 seconds. Okay, that's actually a nerf. As Zoroark had issues with durability in combat, the recovery from cut has been improved. On the other hand, the throw duration of Shadow Claw, which had a powerful hindrance effect, has been shortened to adjust the balance. Okay. I mean, the Night Slash buff is pretty big too. They don't mention it in the text here, but like more time to input the combo is big. Mew, basic attack, changed to deal damage based on special attack. Damage changed from -20% to +37%. I don't think I know exactly what that means. And I assume this is because the basic attack was just based on attack. So this is going to increase its damage of its basic, which to be fair is pretty bad. Other than the boosted, the basic is pretty bad. Solar Beam, damage level 1 to 15, 10% decrease to 8% increase. 10% decrease to 8% increase. So I feel like that means it scales from level 1 to 15. And now it's weaker at the beginning, but it's stronger at the end. That's what I'm getting from that. Surf, damage 7% decrease to 8% increase. While Mew could overwhelm opponents with high damage in early game, it often struggled in later stages as the damage didn't scale. These adjustments are intended to reduce Mew's early game damage while improving its damage scaling, allowing it to shine in final team fights. Okay, yes. So it's weaker at the beginning, which makes sense, and then it's stronger at the end, which is pretty cool. Palma. Oh no, my baby. HP recovery from 0 to 20% to 0 to 15%, so a 5% decrease on the HP recovery of the lifesteal. Thunder Punch, added effect. Now paralyzes the opponent? What? Decreasing movement speed and attack speed with an 8% decrease in damage. So it added hindrance but removed damage. Supercell Slam, Gains unstoppable while charging. Unstoppable while charging. Now grants a shield upon landing, 10% damage increase. 10% damage increase. Volt switch, cooldown a second off. Damage, 10% increase. Unite move, zip zap, full charge spark. Added effect, recovers HP equal to 30% of damage dealt while the Unite move is active. A general overhaul has been performed to broaden Pawmot's tactical options. Thunder Punch's damage has been lowered in exchange for hindrance effects. Wild Charge has been improved for more aggressive plays by lowering the recovery from its basic attack, but increasing the explosive power of its Unite move. Pawmot's playstyle is now intended to have more defined moments of power. I get this. Pawmot was okay, but it was kind of okay the whole time. And now it's like, it has burst. This is cool. And I've been playing a lot of Pawmot, so I'm definitely excited to do some of these games, play some of these games. Absol, Pursuit, damage, 17 to 8% decrease. I think that's the scaling, right? Cooldown reduction on hit from behind, 80% to 70%. Unite move, Midnight Splash, damage, 8% decrease. With Pursuit, which is available from early game, Absol could easily turn an early advantage into a one-sided match. The main factors for this were the move's extremely high damage when attacking from behind and the ability to use it repeatedly at short intervals to mitigate scenarios where the match is decided early game and create more counterplay options for the opposing team. The damage cooldown reduction effect of Pursuit has been lowered. That does make sense. If you hit from behind after Pursuit, it essentially reset to 0. It says 80%, but like when you're talking about 4 seconds, that's effectively just fully done. Comfey, Grass Knot, cooldown increase, additional damage when hitting 2 opponents, 30% decrease. Floral Healing, shield granted upon attaching, 5% decrease. Sweet Kiss, shield granted upon attaching, 5% decrease. Grass Knot's impact in teamfights, particularly its ability to deal significant bonus damage when hitting multiple opponents, was overly potent for a supporter. To shift Comfey's power more toward its healing and utility, the move's cooldown has been increased and its multi-hit damage has been reduced. I didn't know this was too much of a problem, but okay. Shield decrease. Any nerf to Comfey, I'm down. Umbreon, Foul Play. Time opponent is unable to act from 1 second to 0.6 seconds on the second hit. Cooldown to 7.5 seconds. Umbreon's hindrance capabilities were exceptionally high, frequently creating situations where it was difficult to counterattack once caught. The duration of the duration of the unable to act effect and the move's cooldown have been nerfed to make it easier for opponents to handle. I think this is fair. Umbreon could really catch you in a loop. So, and this is still a lot. Like, Ceruledge, Psycho Cut, damage 11 to 7% decrease. Opponent's defense reduction effect decreased by 36 to 21%. Oh, I like Psycho Cut too. Unite move, Revenant Rend, 8% decrease in damage. Ceruledge combined a defense reduction effect with high burst damage, making it a major threat, especially to low durability Pokemon in early game. Its damage and defense reduction effect have been lowered to adjust the balance. This isn't terrible. And not everyone uses Psycho Cut, and honestly 8% to the Unite move is a very strong Unite move. I think it's going to be fine. Aegislash, Wide Guard, cooldown increase of half a second. Time opponent is thrown 0.75 to 0.6 seconds. That's a 0.15 second reduction, which is probably going to be noticeable, but it's not a lot. Wide Guard was a powerful move both offensively and defensively, with especially high impact in teamfights. By adjusting the move's cooldown and hindrance duration, the timing of its use is now intended to be more critical. Yeah, oh no, Aegislash. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but, you know. Oh. Previous update. Oh, because this wasn't really, okay, ever listed. So for those that missed it, they emergency nerfed Empoleon. A 35% decrease to Water Gun, a 35% decrease to Peck, a 24% decrease to Hydro Cannon, a 20% decrease to the recovery, the empowered recovery of Hydro Cannon, a 12% decrease to Whirlpool, a 33% decrease to Whirlpool recovery, and a 38% decrease to empowered recovery. The Empoleon was a menace. It was far too strong. So they just nerfed it across the board. It feels better now. I think it's still too strong, but it's like, it was so ridiculously unbalanced. So I'm glad they did this emergency nerf. Bug fixes. Fix the bug where Dragapult's Unite move would target Alolan Raichu's Electro Ball. Dragapult's Unite move would target Alolan Raichu's Electro Ball. That sucks. That's a terrible bug. Fix the bug where Serena would not receive a buff if an ally knocked out Groudon during its Unite move. Serena would not receive a buff if an ally knocked out Groudon during... Oh, if Serena was in a Unite and Groudon was taken out, it didn't get the shield. That really sucks as well. Fix the bug where Palmot's basic attack would sometimes not deal damage if Palmot had a certain amount of attack speed or higher when it activated its Unite. Oh, that's also terrible. So it just didn't do damage. I think I've experienced that bug, actually. But he was so strong I didn't really notice. But, you know, these are fair. I think these are fair, honestly. So, but anyway, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Let me know what you think of all these buffs and nerfs. I'm kind of excited about it. They seem pretty good. I don't know if there's anything like wacky in here that's going to change the balance, but I am excited for the incoming battle pass. I'm excited for a lot of the new stuff that's going to be coming in from like a HoloWare perspective and all that, and I'm excited to play some of these. Let me know in the comments which of these buffs and nerfs you like or dislike, which Pokemon you're excited to play after this patch comes out, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.